impressive first half by the LaSalle Explorers, and they enjoy a 16-point lead over the ACC regular season champ Clemson Tigers. Bill Raftery. Now you hear all the great names about players at LaSalle: Tom Gola, Fatty Taylor, Larry Cannon, Michael Brooks. Folks, Bill Raftery, yes indeed, he did play basketball. Those of you thought he only coached, he did know how to shoot it.
Well, I'm rooting for Jack Hurd because that's the only way my shirt number will be retired if he has a good career.
And we've got some great Raftery stories from LaSalle days, and we'll get back to those as we get set to start the second half here at East Region action in Hartford, Connecticut.
Yo, I'm a hot potato MC and the fries. There's a new game, McDonald's fries surprise. When you buy hash browns, large and medium fries, peel off the tab and play fries surprise. Prize is like a 69-cent Big Mac, dude. Up to 10,000 cash, it just takes a winning attitude. Trips anywhere, Delta Airlines flies. Every time you play, you win a prize. McDonald's fries surprise won't last long, so hurry and play before it's...
Hi, I'm Joe Garshola with Johnny Bench, here with loads of action at Toyota's Big League Sales event. Customers checking the sign. Here's a pitch.
How's this price on the Camry?
He's shaking him off, John.
The manager's hanging out a new sign. There's a lot riding on this. Incentives up to $1,000, up to $705 in option packages.
The next pitch. It's Lou. Luciano calls it. What a deal. What a catch. Score big league savings at your Toyota dealer today.
It's the only game in town.
Express mail from your post office offers you guaranteed morning delivery.
We deliver, we deliver.
Saturday service at no extra charge.
We deliver, we deliver.
And an overnight price of just $8.75.
We deliver, we deliver.
Speed, convenience, price. It's a package only we can deliver. Express mail from your postal service.
We deliver for you.
This is CBS. CBS Sports coverage of the NCAA Basketball Championship is sponsored by Today's Chevrolet, who invite you to see why nobody's winning like the heartbeat of America. Allstate, for home, auto, life, and business insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate. And by Levi's 505 and 506 jeans.
And the Clemson University band, well, not actually, a renter band that's actually Central Connecticut State's band, and Cliff Ellis may have to consider renting some of those players if he can't get a better performance out of some of his guys in the second half.
Well, the renter band, I asked the band leader, it's March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, to play Danny Boy or Irish Eyes Who's Smiling. He asked me for my credit card and license.
Smart guy, huh? Well, we'll see if, in fact, Clemson can play some sweeter music in the second half. Right now, they find themselves trailing by 16, 43-27.
Man-to-man, and it shows at this end whether they want it. Little tag. Little nickel dime outside. That's not what you want from your big man.
Tag on Eldon Campbell. And Campbell picks up his second personal foul. Campbell only had a grand total of 2 points in the first half. Hurd.
The long rebounds, they're pretty good at it.
Picked up by Simmons.
Very confident strokers, all the perimeter people. They don't hesitate even after missing a couple.
Final Lionel Simmons played within the confines of the offense for 15 first-half points. As Overton misses from outside.
Big league rebound.
Tyson couldn't get the roll. And it looks like Milko Levers picks up the foul. His third personal foul.
How about the step through? Tyson has some good tools. You're right, though. Buckingham did not play in that first half, and he's a guy that I think would give them some spark. He needs some physical play.
6'9", 235-pound freshman on the bench for Clemson and played a whale of a game Thursday night.
And not shooting on this, too.
And Cash was thinking about the move before catching the ball.
And now the numbers, huh?
Blocked by Dale Davis. Certainly you can't fault his effort.
He is in the game. As Simmons knew he had the advantage size-wise. And a lapse, in essence, defensively. They didn't get back, but look at this save. He has been very involved, no question. The big guy has to help him, Elton Campbell.
Campbell gets the rebound, and Levers over the back picks up his fourth personal foul. So Milko Levers will take a seat on the bench, and Braun Holland will return.
Just couldn't release quickly enough. You mentioned before, get the ball to a guy like Davis. He's worked hard in the glass. He deserves the basketball. See if he can do some damage underneath. If he can't, they've got to step into the jump shot area.
Boy, Eldon Campbell has not risen to the challenge at all today. 1 rebound to go along with his 2 points.
And here's the lulling effect.
Now that's a nice way to get untracked. Reverse dunk.
Nice cut. He showed some life there. Send it in. That's the first one we've had for Clemson.
Good hustle by Derek Forrest. Simmons pump fake and scores over top of the Twin Towers.
James, you know who made that for him? Doug Overton. Got out of the middle, cleared to the side, opened up the lane.
Stolen by Randy Woods. Restolen by Campbell and restolen by Overton. And Marion Cash will be whistled for his third personal foul.
Becoming a scrappy game now. Woods is a little upset that Overton didn't get him the basketball, but that's good communication. They're talking about it on the line. You need guys to keep it inside. It simmers and causes difficulties.
Let me hear it.
I know you always gave it up, so you can understand.
No, I had to go to the glass and get it. My guards say, get the garbage points.
Good
Simmons. Tyson, good defensive move. Overton misses. Tyson with the rebound. Tyson really has given a good effort as well, Billy.
He's solid. He just runs out of gas a little bit. Maybe makes mistakes because he does try so hard.
5 rebounds. Good pass from Tyson into Davis, and Davis scores even with the slap.
Cliff looks pretty good with Tyson starting both the first and second halves and doing a bang-up job. They found some openings, some holes in the back of the zone. A tough look by Tyson. Of course, a good finish.
Third personal foul on Jack Hurd as Bob Johnson replaces him. Bob Johnson only 6'9", but a tremendous leaper. And speaking of leaper, Dale Davis at 6'11" doesn't have to be, but indeed he is with a great wingspan as he drops in the free throw for his 12th point of the afternoon to go along with 10 rebounds. And Doug Overton calling for a timeout. Speedy Morris wants to talk things over. LaSalle ahead 45-32.
You were single, sweating through your engineering finals and driving hot cars. Today, you got a new baby, a new home, your first real job, and you're driving a Chevy Corsica. Just because you got a family doesn't mean you got to settle down.
The heartbeat of America.
The cars more Americans depend on.
That's today's Chevrolet.
Pizza Hut presents the 3-point play. Right now, put up $8.99 and pick either 1, a meat lover's pizza, 2, a cheese lovers plus pizza, or 3, a pepperoni lovers pizza. Or for just $12.99, pick any 2 of the 3. So go for the 3-point play. That's 1 for $8.99, or any 2 of the 3 for $12.99. Now that's one deal you don't want to miss.
Pizza Hut, making it great.
Your first house, the biggest investment you've ever made. How will you protect it? Call Allstate before you close for answers and comforting prices. Another reason.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
There's another way for new homeowners to save money. The Allstate New House Discount. It could save you up to 15% on Allstate homeowners insurance. Another reason.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
A member of the Sears Financial Network.
Time is running out for a 5-year-old boy lost in the freezing wilderness. Finding him is one thing, saving his life another. A special Rescue 911 Tuesday.
Second game of round 2 here from the Hartford Civic Center. Earlier today, of course, Connecticut won. LaSalle leading comfortably here, although they have not been able to get on track scoring-wise here in the early going in the second half.
And I think the defense has picked up a little bit by Clemson, and of course maybe Simmons not touching it enough.
Randy Woods off the front of the iron, gets his own rebound, and blocked by Dale Davis, but a good second effort by Randy Woods. And yet another shot blocked by Eldon Campbell.
Stepping it up a little.
Derek Forrest scores.
Some
and
life.
Clemson picking up.
They have been just relaxing, super cool, and now showing some signs. LaSalle has to counter with good shot selection and running their sets.
Clemson has cut the LaSalle lead to 11, 45-34. 16:27 remaining in the game. And good hustle again. Forrest.
Well, you get
down to single digits, Bill.
There's a pump ticking in there. They're very subdued. Now, really, after it, it's the defense that's been lighting it up for Cliff Ellis.
Cliff Ellis likes the 7-0 run. The Tigers are on 45-36. Some inspired play by Clemson has a lead cut to 9.
Now, you look for defense to respond, and Davis got one. Now Campbell steps up and gets one, and this is what they need, some life. Get involved in the basketball game.
Closest since midway through the first half when LaSalle led it 28-13.
And good help as Campbell gambled out deep. Now LaSalle has been played on their outside shot, so you might see Simmons do some damage down low.
Woods for 3. Randy Woods from downtown Philadelphia for his 12th point.
That was up for Darby. Was a 3. That's a big, big basket. Clemson's got a counter.
Tyson. And he does. Nice, effective counter.
Gorgeous kiss.
9 points for Sean Tyson, who averages 8 on the season. And Derek Forrest a little too aggressive. He thinks it was a light touch foul.
But that's what you want, though. Go out and play them. I mean, don't back off. Show them you got some abilities. You don't win the ACC by shabby performances.
Major shift, second half field goal percentage by Clemson. And LaSalle, talk about a turnaround. Down south. A 10-point LaSalle lead. 15-10 left in the game. Simmons.
Wow. Tyson challenge. He really set up Davis with the bounce beautifully.
Give the ball to the L train. 19 points for Lionel Simmons.
Now LaSalle had stopped trapping. Now they're back at it. They've got to ignite themselves on the defensive end.
Will Davis looking for the pass on the inside, but Forrest penetrates and scores. So Derek Forrest is starting to come to life. He's got 8 points, averages 8 on the season. Of course, you mentioned that his wife plays for the Clemson women's basketball team. They're in NCAA tournament play.
A very dishonest marriage. They always tell one another how well they played, even if it was a bad performance. They're up here for tonight's game, the ladies.
Campbell with the rebound of the miss. Tigers on the run. Nice pass from Forrest to Davis, and Davis, the wingspan helped him that time, Billy.
And Lionel got a piece of that wrist enough to get the foul call. But a different Clemson team. I mean, they're prying a little bit more. They're looking for big people. You can see right there just a little bit late tag. And Davis is going to improve because his offense is limited right now, James. He's going to learn how to play, how to drop step, all those inside power moves.
Interestingly, he's been playing with a stress fracture in his foot all season long.
Well, some big guys are tougher than others. You're a case in point.
I was one that was immediately on the bench with the hangnail.
I was thinking of your thumb.
And Davis cuts the Explorers lead to 8, 50-42.
Makes shots tougher right now for LaSalle. More meaning on each stroke. You start thinking a little bit.
A lot of time, an eternity. 14 minutes left in the game.
A clear.
Simmons off the front of the iron. Forrest with the rebound. No advantage. Smartly bring it up slowly.
Lionel went for the knockout, didn't he?
Davis has been providing the knockout punch on the inside for Clemson, and it's down to a 6-point lead.
Great turnaround.
Clemson on a 15-5 run, thanks to Sean Tyson, Forrest, and Davis, and Tyson a little too aggressive.
Yeah, impatient. And LaSalle was setting up for a box cut for Lionel Simmons, so Speedy making sure you get it in deep, and Cliff a little happier. Club very much involved right now.
Only the first personal foul on Sean Tyson. A little too aggressive that time. Let the game come to you.
Love to see what clubs run when they need a big basket. Most times it's inside. This club likes the perimeter jumper. Nice cut.
Bob Johnson.
They use the rub off on the high post. And of course, Simmons bringing one of the big people away with him and able to free lane.
Bob Johnson, string bean at 6'5", 170, but a leaper supreme. Explorers back out in front by 8.
They've had 2 hands on that dribble.
Got away with the double dribble. Good pass inside to Tyson, but stripped. Give the credit to Bob Johnson's hand. This is Johnson. And Wood swipes it. Back to Simmons. And the L train. On track, 21 points.
And Randy Wood's doing one of the little things. Getting that weak side position to set up the goal.
Davis. For Derek Forrest scores and is fouled by Braun Holland.
Much more enthusiastic on both clubs right now. I mean, it's a game. They're after it, pursuing the basketball. Forrest is up so high the first time he needed the rim to get control.
Up around the treetops. Derek Forrest playing well.
And occasionally beats him.
In one-on-one session. I think he was being modest.
I think so too.
Davis with the rebound and scores. Clemson has cut the lead to 7.
It's yours, Derek.
12:05 remaining. Great hustle by Sean Tyson with the steal.
This is where they have to have patience now. They made a nice run. They're back at it. They're comfortable. Don't be silly with your shot selection. They've been able to go inside and get some good things.
Tyson had a shot blocked by the rim. Cash for 3.
They got the UConn fans pulling for them.
It's down to a 4-point ball game.
Almost. Cash sneaking in.
Johnson. Campbell, poor hands, and compounds matters with the foul. Bob Johnson will go to the free throw line.
Campbell caused the walk, which is why the official called the foul. Johnson got it, was grabbed, and then made the step. But Cliff's club, it's just picked it up a different degree on the defensive end. Offensively, they're going to have to find some answers when LaSalle traps. Now, they've done it a few times and backed it off.
It's amazing how hot and cold this Clemson team can get. They're hot right now. Woods. Johnson with the rebound. Tyson with the steal. This is Forrest. A 9-0 run by Clemson has cut it to a 2-point ball game. Simmons off the front of the iron.
Well, they got him this time for it. I thought Woods may have caused it. Barry Cash not too happy about it.
Ballesteros' view was blocked because Cash's body was blocking Woods from behind, who did cause a double dribble. That's what Cliff Ellis is arguing. But he's got to be pleased. Impressive run, 2-point ball game.
You got guys.
First half, you see Tyson all out, the trail man, the great response by Forrest. They're just an entirely different team, and it's attitude.
And a happy bunch of Connecticut players watching this second game, second round action here in the East region. Connecticut, of course, won over California. They moved to the round of 16. And a pushing foul on Braun Holland. Of course, the Connecticut players trying to see which team they will meet next week in East Regional play from East Rutherford.
Well, how do you get it back, James, is the key for LaSalle now. They had that nice, easy flow. Things were going their way. Now the strain is on each shot. When you've got a guy like Simmons, I would prefer him touching it to make the decisions a little more often.
Jack Hurd back into the lineup with Speedy Morris, replacing Bob Johnson. Marion Cash, Dale Davis, Sean Tyson, Derek Forrest, and Ricky Jones in for Clemson, and Doug Overton whistled for the foul.
Speedy decided to go with a little trap to excite his clubs. Get some easy baskets. They generally do out of their defense.
Marion Cash, 6'3" senior out of the Bronx, New York, averaging 8 points. He's right at his season's average. Rebounded by Tyson. Cash. Misses. Simmons and Davis
a play on.
It looked like they both were going after the loose ball properly that time.
You'd never call that in the schoolyard, right? Let them go. Two big guys. Good aggressive rebounding. They switch it now against Simmons. Initially, it was on Davis.
Second personal on Lionel Simmons.
The nature of the game is to go get it when it's on the glass. Good, clean competition. No push, no shove. No fun when you hear the whistle.
19 points for Dale Davis, 4 above his season average of 15. And he's got 11 rebounds to boot. Well, Davis said he would come to play today, and he certainly has.
Finding a little bit about Clemson's character, and now LaSalle has to stand up.
A tie ball game thanks to an 11-0 run by the Tigers. Milko Lieberst.
The creator is Simmons. When they doubled him, he still found the cutter.
4 points for Lieberst. 9:56 left in the game. Explorers on top by 2.
Marion beat it by the dribble. Against that 2-2-1, he's got to go long or to the post man in the middle. He's going to turn one over if he's not careful.
And slipping on the play and the pass, Ricky Jones, as he throws it out of bounds. Explorers will get the ball. Tell you one thing, Milko Lieberst looks like he's been playing in the city for a long time. He's fired up right now, talking to his team as Randy Woods nails the 3.
And he just got away with one. Lieberst, he nailed Marion Cash.
15 points for Randy Woods. As Jack Hurd and Marion Cash have a few words.
Good job by the officials here calming them down. And they're mad about the pick. That's what Cliff's mad about. Levers really nailed Cash and got away with it.
Jim Bain and Cliff Ellis still going at it.
And Speedy, Morris and Cliff went after him. It's like Patino and Thompson.
Well, the action is heated. The play on court is great. 5-point ball game. Clemson, 12 rebounds this half, helping them to narrow the gap to 5 points, trailing LaSalle 60-55. 9:24 remaining in the game. James Brown along with Bill Raftery. And Big 5 basketball has always, Bill Raftery, been tough.
Physical play. You didn't like going to that palestra unless you had some shoulder pads and some big guys to back you up. I remember years ago, Mackey and David coming in from Syracuse to play in palestra, and they were afraid.
I remember I was trying to sharpen some of my guard skills back in Philadelphia with John Chaney back then. And boy, talk about a tough-nosed guard.
John, how about the faces John would give you when he played? I mean, that was enough to scare you.
Marion Cash, Derek Forrest, Dale Davis, Eldon Campbell, and Sean Tyson for Clemson. Tyson with the rebound and the follow.
Everybody reached for LaSalle, nobody grabbed. Because Campbell missed, but he did drag the defense.
13 points, 9 rebounds for Sean Tyson, giving Cliff Ellis the spark he was looking for. Woods. Jack Hurd. And it stays.
And Cash applauding the call.
LaSalle ball.
The old time out of bounds, right? One guy drops back, usually the good shooter. Still the man-to-man, same play. They screen, back screen, get Simmons down on the box.
Simmons. Rebounded by Davis.
Hurd with the reach in. When Simmons gets the ball away from the basket, he's the king with Davis. So what they've done is run him to the box and then screen for him. And Davis did a pretty good job forcing the left-handed hook. That would have been a heck of a goal if Simmons converted.
4 personal fouls on Jack Hurd. And he'll be replaced by Bob Johnson. Dale Davis, 21 points, 12 rebounds.
You like him, don't you?
Oh, I tell you, he's a man.
He's steady, too. He plays this way all the time. Now, Bobby Johnson's been out. He can really get it going for LaSalle. So Clemson better be alert. He's the type of shooter, doesn't have much of a conscience. He'll tee it up.
1-point ball game. Explorers on top. The MAC champions against the ACC regular season champ.
A little triple stacking and the pop out.
Teams fighting for the right to move to the Sweet 16 and face Connecticut next week. Good hands by Davis. Cash. Clemson has the lead.
What a different defensive team. Good help on the box on Simmons.
First lead of the ball game for the Tigers. 7:54 left in the game. 61-60 Tigers.
Campbell letting Levers alone. He can really jam things out.
Up, Woods. Davis owning the boards.
And he loved that rebound. In traffic.
Campbell. Tyson.
The checkout man was Overton, a mismatch.
Clemson.
Tyson watching the scouting report, listening, knowing that Johnson likes the jumper.
And Davis deflecting the pass intended for Lionel Simmons.
What they're doing to LaSalle and Speedy is they're forcing them to be patient with the good, strong defense by Clemson. They like the quick hitters, the open jumpers, but a lot of challenging, helping one another out.
And the size advantage working for Clemson on the inside, at least in the person of Dale Davis.
One and done. Not too many follows all game.
Welcome to those of you who are watching the Ohio State UNLV game where the Running Rebels pulled out a victory. James Brown along with Bill Raftery here from the East Region, Hartford Civic Center. Clemson taking its first lead of the ball game came at the 7:54 mark of the second half, leading at 63-60 over the LaSalle Explorers, the MAC Conference champions. And Dale Davis fouled. First game of this second round action here from the Hartford Civic Center saw the Connecticut Huskies, the Big East champion, advance to the round of 16 with a 20-point victory over the California Golden Bears. They await the winner of this game between Clemson and LaSalle, and right now the Tigers, ACC champs, leading by 3. And Bill Raftery, a big game from this man here, Dale Davis, 22 points, 13 rebounds. He's come up big.
And Clemson also has come up big defensively. They stepped it up. They found holes in the zones. And Tyson and Forrest have also given them a lift. And of course, on the other side, James, LaSalle, they're not using the traps as much. They're thinking on their shots instead of being comfortable, and they're forced to use patience.
Lionel Simmons, a block of Sean Tyson's shot. Randy Woods for 3, blocked by Derek Forrest. Just a completely different Clemson ball club from the first half. Very lethargic, seemingly emotionally out of it in the first half. Total turnaround the second half.
Different personalities entirely. And LaSalle really at this point uncomfortable, unsure.
And Clemson has done it pretty much without that man there, Elvin Campbell. But Derek Forrest up amongst the trees all game long at only 6'3", tapped in his 12th point, and Clemson, biggest lead of the game.
Gillette announces a razor that can sense the individual needs of your face.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
Introducing the extraordinary Gillette Sensor Shaving System. Sensor blades are mounted on responsive springs to continuously sense and adjust to your face for the best shave a man can get. Closer, smoother, safer. New Gillette Sensor.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
Very soon, the time will come for the next generation of America's best-selling full-size car, the 1991 Chevrolet Caprice. Prepare to be impressed.
This just in a breakthrough that is sure to fill a growing demand among today's beer drinkers, Miller introduces Sharps, a non-alcoholic brew with real beer taste. Miller Sharps lets beer drinkers keep their edge.
Wherever motorcycle riders get together to let the good times roll, it's easy to see who's having the most fun. The ones riding a Kawasaki.
A completely different Clemson team in the second half, especially the last 8 minutes, Bill.
Clemson just on a terrific run, and I think it's all started with their defense, James. They've just been tough on Simmons, particularly Davis, and individually, Dale Davis has just stepped up. He's a man, physically imposing, going after rebounds, and challenging defensively Lionel Simmons. And I think the height differential has worked in his favor.
Lionel Simmons had 15 points in the first half, only 7 thus far in the second half. 5:30 remaining. Shot by Overton is a 2. Makes it a 3-point ball game.
And Speedy extending the floor a little bit now, trying to get some excitement in his club. LaSalle somewhat dormant defensively. They haven't initiated the defense with any traps.
If Clemson could get anything out of Eldon Campbell, who only has 4 points, they would be in better shape.
They rotate the post. Here's the loop.
Davis.
Size 1.
Defense was right on him, Bill. Wingspan served him well.
That's right. Bobby Johnson and LaSalle in deep trouble in terms of strategy. They'll have to do it on dead balls or fouls. No timeouts left.
Randy Woods, Doug Overton, Marco Levers, Lionel Simmons, and Bob Johnson, the 5 on the floor for the Explorers. Overton can't get the roll. Davis gets the rebound. 16 rebounds for Dale Davis. And Cliff Ellis was looking for a spark at the top of the game. Changed his lineup and inserted Sean Tyson, a 6'7" junior, and he's provided the spark for them, delivering 15 points.
Interestingly enough, now Cliff Ellis dragging the ball out, slowing it down. It makes it very, he wants LaSalle to come out and play it, but all of a sudden it might slow your club down. They've been on a nice run.
Slows the adrenaline. Forrest. And Campbell over the back of LaSalle, Lionel Simmons. Campbell picks up his 4th personal foul.
So when you move the ball around like that, you take your time, it puts a little stress on the jump shot. Now that wasn't as late as it could be. It was about 11 seconds to go when they teed it up, and all of a sudden that flow sometimes escapes you.
Many people thought LaSalle was just a one-man team in Lionel Simmons. They do have good guards indeed, but they need Simmons to scoring. And he misses, and Campbell with the rebound.
With Davis outside, Campbell knew he had to go get it. Now Cliff with 3:24 is going to do the same thing. Hold it out. We'll see how long Speedy stays in. It's only 5. I mean, it's plenty of time. Trying to let him beat him with a deep jumper.
Lob pass again to Davis.
Taking advantage of Johnson. Tried again.
Under 3 minutes to play as Cash misses. And it's LaSalle's ball. Now the Clemson fans were screaming, thinking that Randy Woods was holding Eldon Campbell, keeping him from getting that rebound.
Well, just a warding off of sorts.
As Jack Hurd, 6'6" sophomore, replaces Milko Levers.
And they need a little shooting, too. Hurd presents another problem for the defense.
Well, Lionel Simmons has not scored in almost 10 minutes of play here in the second half.
He's been quiet. It's Dale Davis. Peace.
Hurd has a shot blocked by Campbell. This is Cash. Forrest over to Campbell, and Campbell scores and is fouled.
Go to the goal. Good kick to the middle. And he should smile. Unselfish play. A different attitude, a different team in the last 20. The dish and the strength of the big guy as he finishes it off.
Campbell averaging 16 points a game. He's 10 under his average today. Make it 7 points. And LaSalle with the nation's longest win streak of 22 games in jeopardy with 2:25 remaining.
Cliff Ellis very patient in the first 20. He wasn't frustrated. His team did not play well at all. Not so. Look at this double up again. They're just not letting Lionel Simmons do anything. And number 13, his wife will be happy, but here's how he played.
Derek Forrest, the person that Bill Raftery talking about who comes up with the skill, his wife, plays on the Clemson women's basketball team. They have an NCAA tournament game tonight.
In town.
Foul is called against LaSalle. Randy Woods picks up his second personal foul. This is Marion Cash, the young man from the Bronx. Clemson with 13 free throw attempts in the second half. LaSalle not one as Woods goes for the three and nails it.
I don't think they have any timeouts unless our graphic is wrong. They're going to call a technical.
Now we showed
I had it set
LaSalle with no timeouts remaining.
They're over the limit.
And Clemson with 2.
Well, Woods with the automatic reaction when you're trying to stop the clock, so they call a timeout. It will be a technical foul.
And that hurts because that three-pointer cut the lead to 5 with exactly 2 minutes remaining.
Well, think of this. Now, we haven't seen LaSalle all year. I've seen them a number of times. They haven't been in this position too often where they used all their timeouts or had to use them early and been in this position. And Davis now with a chance to bang a couple.
So a tactical error.
Yeah. And in all candor, the players called it. They've been taught and experienced it, I'm sure, during their lifetime, but not this year at LaSalle. They're just not behind too often.
More games coming your way here on CBS. Tar Heels against the Sooners, Cal Santa Barbara, Michigan State, and a surprising Ball State against Louisville. And Dale Davis with 26 points, 17 rebounds.
And the interesting thing to me, James, is letting Dale Davis shoot them. What confidence.
Only a 59% free throw shooter on the year, but he's stroking it well here.
Well, you know that Cliff Ellis plays a little golf for more than a 7-Up or a Coke, because he's rolling the dice. Davis hot, playing great. Why not ride him?
Marion Cash and Doug Overton with a few words, and actually nothing more than words.
Too often. That's part of the game anymore.
Randy Woods. Actually probably discussing their investments. And again, the critical stats here, Bill.
Well, we just saw LaSalle with that problem. Of course, they're going to have to do all their dialogue as they approach on a dead ball situation or a free throw situation. Speedy Morris.
Cash dropping in his 11th point of the afternoon. And the Explorers came into today's contest with the best record in the nation, 30-1, only loss to Loyola Marymount.
They're going to have to do the scoring with penetration because Clemson's playing the deep shooters close. And of course, when it goes to the box on Simmons, they're doubling up. They can get some stuff out of the dribble and still settle for the 2s.
A 9-point Tigers lead with 1:51 remaining in the game. Woods. Rebounded by Bob Johnson. A fresh 45. Hurd, he can hit the 3 off the front of the iron. And Cash with the rebound. And he's fouled by Bob Johnson. So Marion Cash will make a trip back to the free throw line.
James, I think it's a little early. Now, it's down to 140, but at 154, get the deuce and get the defense set up. You get some traps and some turnovers.
Earlier today, here from Hartford, Connecticut advanced 74-54 over California. They await the winner in the round of 16 from East Rutherford next week of this Clemson-LaSalle contest. A game between the 4th and 5th seed here in this region. LaSalle, the 4th seed, Clemson, not getting much respect.
LaSalle played the Clemson team that goes on the road in the ACC in the first half. The second half, they played the Clemson team that performs at Little John. And not too many people win there.
Understand. Cash with 13 points.
Almost a silly foul by Campbell to stop the clock.
Overton. Rebounded by Forrest, and Forrest has played big. Despite his 6'3" size, he's done a job today. Take a look at the pictures NCAA tournament-wide. UNLV, a winner today over Ohio State. They await the winner. The game coming later between Ball State and Louisville. That, of course, in the Salt Lake City location.
And Hunt and Anthony in that backcourt can really pressure the basketball. And right now, maybe a little despondency setting in because LaSalle had control, let it slip. But I also think Clemson stepped it up to the point that they wanted it. They went after it.
1:25 remaining.
Can't stop the clock. No timeouts.
Simmons with his 24th point. Tyson.
Jack Hurd was trying to give away the foul, and in essence gave away the basket.
Back to a 12-point lead. Johnson underneath to Simmons, who's now got his season's average of 26 points. Under 50 seconds to play.
But if they use the clock and not been in position to get fouled, good quick giveaways.
45.1 seconds remaining. Clemson 77-69. As you saw a shot of the bench, number 42 for Clemson, Wayne Buckingham. We were a little surprised we didn't see him in the first half when Clemson was so lethargic.
Well, either he's not playing well or the substitution would have been for Tyson. I thought maybe for Campbell when he wasn't playing well, but Cliff Ellis patiently. And this is not a good foul. Campbell almost did the same thing a moment ago. You don't do that to stop the clock, walk the floor, give them the deuce and let them get set up.
Where now LaSalle could actually cut the lead to 6.
And plus a steal if they can get it right away. But the impressive thing is we look ahead a little bit. Carolina got their 20 and Oklahoma likes to get those numbers.
Jack Hurd, 6'6", sophomore from Lidditz, Pennsylvania. Misses, rebounded by Johnson, and Johnson scores. 6-point ball game.
Got to give it away quickly. Good job.
And Overton fouls Dale Davis with 36.4 seconds remaining.
And even though he made a couple of technicals on the inadvertent timeout, he's not known as a good free throw shooter.
Out of the Midwest region from Austin, Texas. Big game coming up. Billy Tubbs, Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. Billy Packer, Brent Musburger will be bringing you that action. And, of course, Dayton and Arkansas. That'll be a high-scoring affair.
The one advantage Carolina has, they have a lot of big people inside.
Good three-point shooters on this team.
Should be a two-shot foul.
Hammer.
1-1, huh? The grab, and there you see Milko upset. They had this game and had control of it. And when you let it slip or get away, it's just punishing the players and coaches.
Now, Billy, this is the part of the game that most people complain about, all the fouls in the closing seconds. However, Speedy Morris playing within the rules, and he still has a shot, trailing by only 6 points or 2 3-point baskets.
Well, even if they change the rule to 2 shots, you got to make them. Or if they waive it, obviously you can take it out.
Marion Cash sinks the first free throw. And the LaSalle Explorers were playing the postseason with Hank Gathers in mind, God rest his soul. Fallen Loyola Marymount player. Giving it their best.
Clemson just raised the level of their game, but it doesn't diminish the dedication and the emotion displayed by the LaSalle people, particularly number 22, Lionel Simmons. Great love for his buddy, Hank Gathers.
5-point lead with under 17 seconds remaining. Simmons with 28 points.
And as you noted, there is ample opportunity if you can't make free throws.
I recall my high school coach, Morgan Gallagher, at the time, as we were down by 6 points with 30 seconds remaining. The other team had the ball. He says, we've got them right where we want them.
And he was usually right.
And we take a look at L-Train, Lionel Simmons, who picks up his 5th personal foul. He fouls out with 28 points and 6 rebounds. a legitimate Player of the Year candidate, one of only 5 players in NCAA history at the Division I level to score 3,000 or more points.
Speedy's son now in the ball game. I mentioned before how close he is to Lionel.
Kirkland Howland drops in the free throw. Meanwhile, down in the Knoxville area, the southeast region, Michigan State will be taking on Cal Santa Barbara, and the big one, LSU against Georgia Tech. Chris Jackson and Kenny Anderson, Dennis Scott, stars galore.
Some pretty good people.
Jack Hurd cuts it to 4.
They don't even have to take it out. Don't even have to take it out.
So Clemson comes back from the largest halftime deficit to win a big one against LaSalle. And Clemson moves on to the round of 16 next week to take on the Connecticut Huskies. Chevrolet players of the game, Dale Davis for Clemson and Lionel Simmons. For Billy Raftery, this is James Brown sending you back to Jim Nance in New York.
Come back by Clemson, down 19 just prior to